y'all, it's your boy. I'm back at it again with another video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit notifications, and smack that like button. Make sure you go down and comment down in the comment section. Today we are out here in a nice open area. We are with the Mustang. This video is basically going to be a 2,000 mile review on this car. Basically, I'm going to tell you guys how I feel about the car, what I think about the car, because obviously you guys know I came from an S197 platform. It's a big difference when it comes to driving this car. I went from, that's basically like, the S197s are known to be like the last like muscle cars that they really made. So having this car, it's more of a sports car. So it's a really big difference when it comes to driving this. Let's go ahead and get into it though. As you guys can see, we hit 2,173 miles on this car. And let's just say I have kept this car in really clean condition. It's a well put together car. I love how it drives and I love how it feels. With my S197, if you were driving, it would sound like everything in the car was falling apart. Like you would hear the door panels rattling and all that stuff like that. But in this car, you don't hear any kind of rattling. It is a really solid car. I have kept this car in really clean condition. Very, very clean condition. There's no scratches on it. Maybe like one rock chip, but I don't know if you guys can see that. Rock chips are normal. It's a daily car. I daily this car. If you guys have kept up with any of the videos I've posted, the first thing I have done to the car is my exhaust, and I am running the Roush axle backs paired with an X pipe on this car. And the drone that it has, it's pretty loud. Like you could pretty much hear the exhaust inside the car. Now it's not loud to the point where you can't have a conversation with someone, but it sounds really good. Like if you wanted your window up and it was really chilly outside, you would still be able to somewhat hear the car just a little bit with the setup that I have, and I personally like that. Driving this car in the rain feels really good. With my old car, driving in the rain, I was actually losing control a lot, hydroplaning a lot. This car actually handles the rain really good, and the power that it puts out is amazing. Now I'm new to having a 10-speed. Obviously I had a 6-speed automatic, the 6R80 in the old Mustang, and it did not shift as fast as this car does. This car shifts amazingly. It's really fast, and at some point in time, it actually, when it shifts and I shift it a certain way, it kind of reminds me of a GT500 a little bit, because when they shift, they have this weird like space in between each shift, and it sounds really cool. And this car actually does the same thing. I do really wish I would have gotten the package with the leather seats. I've always been a big fan of leather seats. I'm going to end up swapping out these seats with some racing seats, along with a roll bar in the back and a rear seat delete. So I wasn't really caring about having leather at the time. Other than that, these seats are really comfortable. They really hug you when you're sitting in the seat. So if you're hitting really hard turns, they actually really like support you very well. So I will say Ford has done a very great job on doing these seats. One thing I do miss is having ambient lighting around. In my old car, it was a premium Mustang, so I had ambient lighting all throughout the whole car. This car doesn't come with all of the lighting features and stuff like that. When I get into the car, it's really dark. Obviously, you guys know this is a base model, so it's not gonna have all that nice lighting and stuff that you get right here or in the door handle and all that stuff. I literally got this car for just the motor and the transmission, All of the looks will come in the future. It all just takes time. So you guys are probably thinking, since it's a base model, it doesn't have any cool features. It actually has some really cool features. Let me go ahead and press the start button. Let me start off by saying my most favorite feature of this car is that it has lane keeping. Both those two lines on the right side will turn green, and if I'm ever drifting into another lane, it'll turn yellow or red depending how fast I'm going into that lane, and the car will automatically correct itself. So that's a really cool feature that this car has. We do have track apps, but let me go ahead and disable lane keeping, because with lane keeping on, you can't use track apps. So we have track apps right here. We have the status screen, the accelerator meter, the acceleration timer, brake performance. We have line lock, so we could do a burnout and it'll actually stop the car for you. The good thing about line lock is that it won't waste your brakes, because when you're pressing on the brake and the gas, you are basically braking the car and burning out at the same time, so you could burn out your brakes, from what I know. So that's a cool feature to have when you're drag racing. We got this part right here where we could view our results, and that's pretty much it. The status screen that just tells me whether I'm in sport steering or comfort steering or normal steering. It has different settings, which is really cool. We have your regular gauge mode right here, where you just have different gauges. You can see how fast you're going right here digitally. You can see the tire PSI, and right here you have all the very important info you need when you're out on the track. So basically this right here will just help you make sure the car is running how it should be running. Everything is pretty cool. You could actually press one of them and you could actually look at all of the gauges that they have for each one. Trans oil, voltage, vacuum, and they have everything on a gauge like this, which is really cool to have. With the base model, we have blind spot. If I want to get over, a little symbol on my mirror will blink orange, telling me basically not to get over because there's a car right there. It has pre-collision assistance, so if I'm coming up to a car that is in front of me very fast, it will let me know. And most times I believe that the car will stop depending on how close you get, but I'm pretty sure, if I'm saying this right, pre-collision assistance, I believe that is when you're about to crash, it actually brakes for you, so you don't hit that car as hard as what you would hit it if it didn't give you any assistance. Now, we didn't get the touch screen or anything like that. The base model just comes with the regular screen. See, we listening to some Young Boy. One of my favorite features would be the Ford Pass app that Ford has you download when you buy the vehicle. Basically, with this app, I can unlock the car, start the car, and lock the car in any location. Doesn't matter where I'm at. I can, if I'm like 20 minutes away from my car, 30 minutes away, I could still unlock it, I could still start it, and I could still lock it. Right here, it will basically tell me how many miles I have to E, which is really cool. Right here, if I have any active alerts on the vehicle, it'll tell me right here. I can look at my status. I can see what my tire pressure is on. We have oil life right here. As you can see, my oil life remaining is 50%, and the estimated distance I have is 1,700 miles. That's when I would change the oil. It tells me the date of when I should set an appointment up to get everything serviced. I can see exactly where the car is at. I can press fuel and it'll automatically bring me to the closest gas station, or I believe I could pick what gas station I want to go to, or dealerships I want to go to, collision repairs, or if I need to find parking, I could press parking and it'll show me the nearest parking spot or parking garage, anything like that. So that's a pretty cool feature to have on the app. get out of the car and show you guys the app when it comes to starting the car. So let's go ahead and lock the car with the app. All right, the car just locked, I heard it. All right, vehicle is locked. Now let's go ahead and hold the start button. So yeah guys, that is the Ford Pass app. Hopefully you guys are able to see it, because I can't tell if you guys can see it or not, but it's pretty cool. It gives you a little timer at the top asking you if you want to extend the time. So if you started the car early in the morning, you can extend the time if you're not ready to go up there yet. And see, I pressed extend. It'll basically extend up to, I believe, over 20 minutes. We'll see right here. I'll show you guys right now. Remote start extended, 29 minutes. Another thing I haven't showed you guys is, I forgot, I actually left this out. We could schedule a startup. So I have the car start up at 5:30 a.m. That's when I get ready to go to work. So I have that off right now, but that's when the car starts up on its own. And I could honestly add startup times. I could mess with the scheduling. So if I wanted to change the schedules on whenever I want the car to start, like if I want the car to start up tomorrow at 12:45, 12:25, then I can set that up and it'll do it on its own. I don't need to do anything with the remote. Doesn't matter if the car is locked or unlocked, it'll start up and it'll lock the car automatically. Now, another cool thing is when you get into the car, you can't do anything. You can rev the car, but you can't put it in drive. It won't let you do anything unless the key is with you. So if someone wanted to hop in your car and they just wanted to drive off, they wouldn't be able to do it because the key isn't with them. In order to drive off, I would need the remote with me, and I would press this button like that. From here, let everything load up. Now you can put it in drive. One thing I do recommend is, if you guys are looking into getting a 2019 and up Mustang, I highly recommend getting the premium package, because it comes with the digital gauges, it comes with the touch screen, and it comes with leather seats and all of the ambient lighting, which is really cool. Like I said earlier, that is a feature that I do miss from my premium S197 that I had. But if you're looking for just speed, using the car for track, or you're gonna end up upgrading everything later on in the future, I highly recommend just getting the base model. Honestly, if you're just gonna upgrade the springs and lower it, make it look clean, do a whole bunch of stuff to the interior aftermarket, just get the base model. You'll save a lot more money when it comes to insurance, and your payments will probably be a lot lower. So I think getting the base model, for me personally, was a great decision, because I'm taking all this stuff out. We're gonna put some racing seats in here and all types of good stuff. I do have some lowering springs coming in. They should be coming in today. All of my stuff should be delivering. I do have wheels already, so I'm gonna be making a video on putting the wheels on. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I have some lug nuts coming in for the new wheels, because stock lug nuts that are on this car do not fit for the new wheels. So the new lug nuts coming in today. So that'll pretty much be it for this video. Small review. I hit 2,000 miles on the car. Like I said, the car drives great. I love the way it drives. It doesn't drive bad at all. It's a great daily car. So if you're looking at getting Mustangs, I highly recommend getting the 2021 Mustang GT. It's a great sounding car, great running car. Transmission feels amazing. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit notifications. And if you like this video, please slap that like button for your boy. Go comment down in the comment section and let me know what your thoughts are about this 2021 Mustang GT and what Mustangs you guys like. Your boy out. Peace.